Why don't more infant formula companies use organic, grass-fed whole milk instead of skim? Why don't more infant formula companies use the latest breast milk science? Why don't more infant formula companies run their own clinical trials? Why don't more infant formula companies use more of the proteins found in breast milk? Why don't more infant formula companies have their own factories instead of outsourcing their manufacturing? We wondered the same thing. So we made ByHeart, a better formula for formula. Learn more at byheart.com.
We are at the penultimate episode.
How the hell are we at the end of 2023?
This is bonkers, man.
I swear. Right, this is my theory for years, okay?
Hit me.
January to pretty much March, I'd say. It feels like you've lived 3 years, right?
I used to feel like that, but I don't anymore.
No, I still do. January,
Do you?
February, bit of March, I'm like, what the hell have we actually been living for 5 years? And it's only
Right.
been 2 months.
Yeah.
As soon as we get past sort of March into April, then I'm like, whoosh, shit, it's December.
You're like,
Whoosh, it's January and February are shit. And then
I
the
feel
rest
like
of the year flies.
See, I feel like January feels like it's about 13 years long.
Well, I think that for Jan and Feb.
No, because Feb's always a shorter month, isn't it? It's only 28 days before you know it, you're into March. Anyway, I mean, this is boring chat. This isn't general chat. This is us debating about the months of the year.
Well, I think it's important.
I've got a question, actually.
Yes, okay, Tills.
Do you ever buy yourself a Christmas present?
No, but I hear a lot of people doing this, and
What are you going to buy yourself this year? A new vibrator?
CBA, mate, with that.
Some love eggs.
Do you think women do actually walk around with them in?
Love eggs?
Yeah. Or, you have those little things you can, like,
No,
your
yeah, I
bullets and
think
shit.
people probably use those when they're, like, out, because you can get ones that are controlled by someone else, can't you?
What? You give someone else the control?
Yeah, and they can
that is
ramp up.
No, I would not be having that. If I'm doing any of that, I'm in control, not anyone else.
Oh, you're so boring.
I don't want some...
God, you're so
I don't want anyone else going, let's just whiz that up for Angie. No, thanks.
What?
If I want to whiz it up, I'll whiz it up.
Listen, you're not going to buy yourself a vibrator or lug eggs. Lug eggs, I nearly called them.
Lug eggs.
What are you buying yourself this year?
Do you know what? This has just come to me just now.
Hot off the press,
right? I would buy myself a night in a nice hotel spa on my own.
Oh, I was going to say I could come with you.
No, I don't want you to come with me.
No, of course you don't.
But that is what I would do.
We once did like the Myers-Briggs thing, yeah, me and you came out as like 98% extrovert. I think that's really changed.
Yes, I think it probably has. Yeah.
I think post-COVID, you're more introverted.
Not more introverted. I just think I really value my own time and space now than I used to. Yeah. So I don't think I still absolutely love going out, seeing people, having time, doing that, but actually
having good fun.
Yes. I think the thing that I have gotten more like is just enjoying my own space and time. And I feel that is the gift I'd like to give myself for Christmas.
That's very much like me, because I am really extrovert. I'm actually an introverted extrovert, and I think you're probably the same.
Yes.
So I can't go if I have like this week. I've been out Monday. I've been out Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night.
What have you been doing Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night?
Oh, I went to Cassie's on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I went to see my friend Donna at her house on Wednesday.
Right.
And then me, Jess, and Cassie met up yesterday. I mean, I'm not talking like I've been out.
Right. Okay.
I've just
been, sort of,
chilling at other people's houses. Yeah, just seeing pals and stuff. But actually, Matthew and I are going to the cinema tonight to see Wonka.
Nice.
And I'm really looking forward to just being in my own world, dark.
Yeah.
I know there'll be other people there, and I'm going with Matthew.
Yeah,
and
but
we're
you
gonna
can
go for
zone
food and
out,
stuff.
can't you? Yeah.
And tomorrow, Matthew's working in the morning, and I am so looking forward to having an empty house.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's those little moments where you're like, no other fucker is here.
Yeah.
You know, that.
I also know that I'm an introverted extrovert because I really fucking hate small talk. That gets on my tits. Small talk. Bloody hell. Doing small talk actually makes me a bit awkward.
Does it?
Yeah, I hate it.
I don't mind a bit of small talk.
Oh, I hate it. Like weddings. Oh my God. The small talk at weddings is bollocks.
Wow. Okay, Pat.
Yeah, small talk gets on my shitting tits.
You're coming in hot.
I'm coming in
hot.
So yeah, I think, you know, I like depth. I like it when I've got a good, meaningful relationship with somebody and I'm hanging out with them. I don't like it when I'm sat with somebody who's like, what do you do for a job? What do you like to do when you go out? How old are you? Have you got kids? No, fuck off.
I know what you mean, but I also quite like not having deep sometimes I'm like, I'm done with deeps.
Right, that's fine, but I like being with people who I know well, and you can do the deep or you can
don't
have the fun. It's the small talk of like,
it's people you don't know.
What have you got planned at the weekend? I don't know. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not bothered about this, Clive. You don't have to talk to me.
I'm not bothered about this, Clive.
I'm quite happy to sit here on my own, digging into this shit cold food at this wedding, while you talk to the other people round the table and do the small talk. It annoys me.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying,
bollocks,
Pat.
Isn't it?
Now I saw a very good VBP.
VBP, love it.
Yeah, I think we should just start calling it VBP.
I want to try and get VBP on. Do you reckon we could get him on?
Oh yeah,
that would be amazing.
Do you know that VBP is just one man? Did you tell me that?
Yeah, he's got a team now, but he put up a post not long ago of just him saying, "I can't believe Very British Problems has got like 700,000 followers."
Yeah, we should try and get VBP.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on. Cop.
But I saw this quote from VBP. It says, "Is anyone out there still ironing?
No.
Is ironing still a thing? I was brought up to believe adult life would involve a lot of ironing, but simply hanging stuff up seems to work just fine."
Exactly.
Who the hell? Margs. Do you think, does Margs still do a lot of ironing? Yeah. I mean, who has got time for that shit?
Who has got time for that?
Who is ironing? I don't iron shit, mate.
Mum irons her tea towels.
And her bedding. I mean, who is ironing bedding? You're going to get into it, scruffle it up. It won't look like shit tomorrow morning. Scruffle it up. Scruffle it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I'm totally with VBP. Who the hell is still ironing?
Who the hell is ironing? I saw something funny as well this week. It just says this. It says, bank manager, sir, your account is overdrawn. Me, so are your eyebrows.
I mean, accurate.
The other thing I saw this week, which was really funny, from A League of Their Own, it was Jimmy Carr basically giving nicknames to the panel of A League of Their Own.
Oh, nice.
And he actually said, it made me think of you, because he actually said at the beginning, I think the best thing you can do when you meet a new group of people is give them a nickname.
Britzy? I'm with Alan and Alan's with
Jimmy.
Me. No, Jimmy.
I mean, you can be with Alan if you want on the shit Mamma Mia show. That's just our opinion. That's not the opinion of anyone at Warner Brothers.
But it is shit.
That is just our opinion. Anyway.
Sorry, yes, I'd be with Jimmy and Jimmy would be with me.
And he just turned to Ramesh, he's obviously now the host, and he said, your nickname would be Mortgage. And Ramesh is like, Mortgage? He said, yep, because one eye's fixed, one eye's variable.
That is a great nickname. I saw this as well, which really cracked me up. Right. Sharpening a pencil at the bin was the childhood equivalent of taking a cigarette. Do you remember just going to the bin and sharpening.
Do you remember at school when you still had a pencil that was like tiny and you're trying to write with it and it's like, just go to the pot and get another one? But no, this is like your favourite pencil.
Yeah, I'm seeing this
I'm
one
seeing
out.
this one right. But yeah,
This one.
going to sharpen, that was like, oh, I can't be bothered to do this work. I'm just going to sharpen
I need to sharpen
I'm just
pencil.
going to go and sharpen my pencils.
And do you remember the like electric pencil sharpeners as well?
Oh, they
put it in.
When they came in, they were.
That was like, you know, bloody hell, we've moved into the 21st century.
Yeah, that is like, whoa.
Yeah. Put it in.
Put it out.
Yeah.
I saw a very, very funny Very Rich Problems, as I saw the old VBPs as well.
VBP, yes.
Saying, well, we timed that well at least 12 times after beating a queue. And you know, the other one where you do that is in a restaurant where you go in and you order and then a table of like 20 comes in and you're like, oh God, can you imagine if we'd put in our orders after them? Oof, we'd have been here all day.
Yeah, we timed that. We've timed that perfectly, Susan.
Yeah, and you do the same with queues.
Yeah.
You get into the theatre, oh, look at the queue now, we'll time that well.
Yeah.
You've got to say it at least 12 times though.
Volvieron. Los McNugget Buddies are back at McDonald's. Y ahora tienen un nuevo look, diseñado por el streetwear designer Kerwin Frost. Cada buddy tiene su propio vibe, pero cuando el squad está completo se ven fire. Complete your buddy squad ordenando the Kerwin Frost Box. Cada caja incluye un buddy, tu elección de una Big Mac o unos 10-piece Chicken McNuggets, papitas medianas y un refresco mediano. Disponible desde el 11 de diciembre. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's, participantes por tiempo limitado hasta agotar existencias.
Es el Mystery Sale de JCPenney. Apresúrate y descubre cuánto ahorrarás durante la entrega de cupones en la tienda este jueves. Con un ahorro garantizado de 30% extra o tu oportunidad de recibir un cupón de 40 o hasta 50% extra que le aplica a toda tu compra en la tienda. Todos los regalos, todos los ahorros. JCPenney. Celebraciones que valen la pena. Oferta válida del 7 al 14 de diciembre en selección de estilos. Aplican exclusiones. Entrega de cupones solo en la tienda. Debe ser mayor de 18 años. Detalles en la tienda o jcp.com.
Well, we put up some boxes.
We
didn't
put up
Pat?
some boxes
because we were like, you know, penultimate 2023 ep.
Yeah.
Let's have a few questions. Yeah. Let's just mix it up a bit. So, there's a couple of questions here. One of which came from our lovely OG Lucy Price.
Okay.
Lucy Loves Rich. Right, now she asks a very big question, I think, here. Okay. She says, do you wear an apron when you cook? I always do, but feel it's a dying art.
It's a dying art, Lucy.
I don't think I've ever worn an apron.
I often will wear an apron when I'm baking.
Do you, Pat?
Well, because of the flour and the
flour
and the sugar. If you're doing anything with icing sugar, that is a bitch. That stuff, man.
It is actually.
That is a bitch. Yeah. I now do the trick of putting a tea towel around my KitchenAid.
Oh, look at you, pro.
Pro the pro. So when I add icing sugar, I hold a tea towel taut around the open space of my KitchenAid.
Wow, you are
until it starts it, because otherwise it looks like you've been taking copious amounts of cocaine in your kitchen. It goes
It does go everywhere.
It goes everywhere.
You almost need, before you do any sort of baking, you need to basically set your kitchen up like a crime scene.
Yes.
You need to sort of plasticate everything. We're going to plasticate everything.
That's not even a word.
Well, it is now. We're going to plasticate everything. I'm going to wear my apron. Yeah. I'll probably wear a balaclava because I'll need to keep it out of my hair. I'll wear some goggles, really sort of go to town, and then you can start baking.
But if I'm cooking, I don't tend to wear an apron. Although I think Lucy's right in terms of hygiene.
See, I'm not thinking about hygiene. I'm thinking about the protective of my clothes.
Clothes.
The thing is as well, Pats, I mean, you and I, and Margs, to be perfectly honest, we spill shit down us all the time. So I'm like thinking, do you know what? I don't even... I do have one apron, I think.
Do you?
But I think I might invest in an apron.
That could be your Christmas gift to yourself this year.
Oh, no, I'm not buying that for myself. That's shit.
Oh. All right.
Someone else can get that.
Note to self, don't get Ange an apron for Christmas. She'll fucking blow it in your face.
Maybe you could get... Do you reckon you get personalised
Oh, definitely.
aprons?
Yeah, I'm just going to get one that says shitting tits on it for you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Or even great tits.
No.
Nice tits.
No.
Blue tits.
No. Shitting tits.
Shitting tits. Okay, fine. We had another question in from Charlotte Butters.
Go on, Butters.
Charlotte Butterfield. Did you and Pats argue much as kids?
I think we've talked about this before. Because we've talked...
I suppose we talked about the fact that
we talked about
we had to kind of...
The one big argument we had. We have talked about that.
Have we?
Yeah, where you rammed a phone in my face and I kicked you in the thigh.
And also, we tended to have to... We had to club together against James a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's how it went. It was like you and me versus him.
And
I think that's actually continued.
No, it's now you and James versus me. You fucking pick on me all the time, you two. When we went to that cocktail bar last Friday, oh my God. Right, we went to the rooftop bar at Harrods last Friday and we had some cocktails.
Darling.
And one of the cocktails had this like spicy, tingly matcha stuff on the side of it. So when they brought the drinks over, the guy was like, look, if you drink out of this side of the glass, it might make your lips a bit tingly. Don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about.
You're not having an allergic reaction.
I didn't drink out of that side of the glass. Ange and James did. They then proceeded to be like, try it, Pats, try it. They were actually, I think you were calling me Rudy because you were with James, but James was like,
no, I don't ever call you Rudy. You are Pats permanently.
James was like, Rudy, try it, Rudy. So I licked the side of this glass and my tongue instantly like started to tingle. James then thinks what would be a really good idea if I have to sit there with my hands on the table while he rubs the entire rim of this glass all over my lips. When I tell you that we are now post 7 days of that happening and my lips have only just stopped being dry, it was fucking disgusting.
And the best thing was as well, we sort of tag teamed. So James was the rubber of stuff on your lips and I was the videoer.
Honestly.
So we have video footage
it was
of
disgusting.
Patty.
And they're cracking up. And James is like, right, Rudy, put your hands on the table. He wouldn't let me take a drink straight after it. He was like, wait, right, now have some water.
She looked like grot bags.
Oh my God. It
like
tasted like grot bags.
Green lips on her. It was just hilarious. And we wouldn't let her touch her face. We wouldn't let her have a drink.
No.
And then we said, all right, you can have a drink now. But your lips and your tongue were tingling for like, they've only just stopped, haven't they?
They stopped tingling like towards the end of the night, but my lips have been so dry. I had to basically like slather my lips in any sort of fucking
moisture.
I could find Vaseline,
like
lip balms, honestly. And I would say today is the first day they're not dry. So it's not you. It's not me and you against James, Angie. It's you and James against me. I mean, I think we've actually started to fight as we've got older. Although, let's not jinx it. Somebody touch wood. We haven't had a fallout for 18 months.
Wow, you've even got.
The last blow up we had was the family holiday, where Ian told me it was bullshit. We called a big family meeting, and Ian was like, "This is bullshit." We haven't had a blow up.
No.
Since then. That's pretty good for us.
That's good. We've done well there, Pats.
Christmas. Let's have one over Christmas.
Let's have one at Christmas.
Boxing Day. Let's fucking lose it with each other in front of everyone.
Yeah. In fact, why don't we lose it with James?
Oh, God, no, don't. Let's not do that.
We've had a great dickish.
Okay, here we go. Hit me.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of these, by the way, so this is like cold.
Yeah, this is cold turkey. So this also, I mean, I have to say, Lucy Price was on fire yesterday.
Well done,
In
Lucy
fact,
Loves Rich.
She sent me this massive rant.
Okay.
At which she finished with, mic drop, it's been a shit year. Apologies for the rant. I feel better now.
Okay.
So she literally got a load of shit off her tits. She got a load of shit off her tits. But she sent in this dickish, which I think is brilliant. So she says, dickish behaviour is adults in Christmas leggings or dresses. Stop it. You look like a dick. A jumper is enough. You are a grown-up and you are not at a fancy dress party. You are in Tesco's, Karen. Which I was like, yes, Lucy.
We had our Christmas work day on Wednesday.
Oh dear, was there someone in leggings and a dress?
No, there were 2 people in all-out Christmas dresses.
But Christmas dresses? Were they 5?
No, nobody in my team is 5.
Because that would explain it. Was it a fancy dress party?
I mean,
Right.
we'd sort of
What
said
were
in
they
the
doing?
email, come in a Christmas jumper if you want. But I mean, there were people there in like Christmas jumpers, Christmas earrings. Somebody had a couple of people had Santa hats on. One of the dresses was a Santa dress. Yeah.
No.
Like it was a
that is...
t-shirty sort of material. They put black leggings
know
with
what
it,
you
and it was
mean.
like looked like a Santa suit.
Why does anyone think that is appropriate?
It's Christmas. Do you know what actually gets on my tits more than Christmas? Is when people dress up for Halloween.
No, because Halloween, I can't.
No,
I mean, like,
I
it's
don't
still
mean,
shit.
I don't mean like dress up as like a zombie or something. I mean like wear Halloween earrings and pumpkin dresses and like
or just something.
They go
orange.
into work in like orange leggings and a pumpkin dress and zombie
Do you know
earrings.
what I think should be banned?
Dressing up,
right? Well, dressing up, yes, but I think any kind of coloured legging or jean.
No,
Like,
get out.
Yes,
no.
I see,
no.
when
This is a joke
people...
now. This is getting on my
No.
tits. No, let's just keep saying
So
no
what,
to
you
each
would-
other. No.
You would wear a coloured legging or jean. I don't like ruling out blue and black. Blue and black are a given for a legging and
I'd
a
wear a
jean,
white jean.
right? Okay, blue, black and white.
I'd wear a
is
green
allowed.
jean.
No, right. This is where you would wear a green
I'd
jean.
wear like a
green
khaki green jean. Yeah.
jean.
Yeah.
Right. I think we've probably come to the end of this road.
Thanks very much for listening, guys. You've been wonderful.
That's it. Sorry, we won't be back in 2024 because Patty will wear a green jean.
No, not just like a khaki green jean. I mean, that's not dissimilar.
No.
But you'd wear a
I'm
blue.
afraid.
Do you think you just wear a blue because they've become socially acceptable? Because I reckon go back 30 odd years, there's somebody going, no, I'm not wearing a blue jean. No.
No, because generally denim is blue, isn't it? That's the general thing. It's a blue fabric.
What about a grey?
The thing is, Pats, right? I have had grey jeans in my past lives. And I look back now and I think, what the fuck was I doing? I've actually got a picture of me and Ian and Joel when he was like about 18 months old, right? And I'm in a grey jean. It's actually, do you know what makes it worse? It's a flared grey jean. A flared grey jean. Right. And I look at that picture and I'm disgusted with myself. I'm like, Angie, what has happened? Or actually, no, do you know what? Angie, well done.
Well done.
Because you've glown up.
glowed.
You have glown up, sister. Yeah. Yes, queen. Slay. That is me now. That is me now. Back then, I don't know what was going on. Is what I was thinking.
I love the fact that you just queened yourself.
Yes.
What about like, okay, I'm really going in on this now, and then we'll move on because we can't spend the whole episode with me just listing colours and you going, no. Fucking hell, Ruth, it's not called finding the jean colour. In brackets, that Angie will wear. What about like a faded black?
No, I think again, if you're going to wear a black jean, you wear a black jean.
So when you say blue, will you only wear a dark blue? Will you not wear a faded blue?
No, that's where the rules are different.
Oh.
You can wear a lighter blue. So you could wear a sort of a light blue, a dark blue, a mid blue.
Right.
Any sort of blue is okay. If you're going to wear black, it's got to be black.
Okay.
And if you're going to wear white, it's got to be white.
You wouldn't do cream.
That is it. Oh, God, no.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Cream?
Wow, definitely.
My name is not Barbara and I'm not 75.
He definitely wouldn't go for cream then.
No way, Jose.
Ange, tell us, what has been getting on your shitting tits?
There seems to be a theme with this episode this week, because the thing that has been getting on my shitting tits, and I can't believe I've never put this in before, right? Tights.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Tights.
This, you see, this now, right? I think tights could fall into...
We're going to go on a big one. We've got a big one here. Buckle in, guys.
Well, this basically goes into the realm of your jeans and your leggings, right? But tights, right? I wore tights. Even the word tights. I wore them when I was out the other night. It's the first time I've worn tights in a while. And that's what got me thinking, because I'm like, why have I chosen to wear tights? Because, right, and this was it was a fresh pack of tights, fresh. And I thought, right, these will be good. They look good in the packet. Yeah. They tell me all the right information that I want to know about, you know. Well, I put them on, and I swear they just about covered my bum crack.
Right.
So I spent, and I didn't have any other option. I had to go with these because I didn't have any others. Right. So I spent the whole evening hoiking them up, trying to pull them up from the ankle, from the knee, pull them up, get them at the top, really pull them up, to the point that I actually thought, I'm going to put a hole in these if I carry on. Why? There should be a general measuring tight thing.
You need snag tights. They're the best tights you'll ever buy.
What are snag tights?
That's a brand.
Then? Right. So what makes them special or good?
Like their sizing is bang on. Bang on with their sizing. They go right up to really, really like plus size.
Okay, but what do they come up properly like? Because this is the thing I found.
Well, look,
right?
I know a lot of fatties that have bought snag tights and they've been fine.
Really? Yeah. But have you never bought?
I'm going to order some now because I've got a very similar story to tell you in a minute about tights.
There you go. See, you can't go now. Obviously, I need to invest in some snag tights. Obviously, because the thing that I have found with any tights I have purchased is either that they just about cover my butt crack and I spend the whole night trying to pull them up, right? Or they're too baggy and you end up with a baggy crotch. Right. You end up with baggy knees. So you either way, you're hoiking. You spend the whole time hoiking to the point that on Wednesday night when I was out, I went to the toilet, I took them off. Because I'm like, I can't be doing with this tight shit anymore. I took them off. I was free from the tight.
Well, a few weeks ago, I went to watch a play in Bromley.
Yes. Bromley,
called The Quiz. And I put a dress on, and I thought, right, I'm going to wear tights.
Going to wear a tight.
Big mistake.
Big. That's me on Wednesday, Pat. Big mistake.
Because not only, because they do a roll down, don't they? That's the thing.
Oh, like your knickknacks.
Right, so I had roll down knickers and roll down tights on this particular evening.
That is
right.
Bad.
So we got out of the car in this car park and I did a hoik. I was like, right, I've got to hoik up.
Hoik them up.
As we started walking down the high street to this theatre, I felt the first roll of my pants. I was like, oh God, that's the pants gone. So one roll, because you know they sometimes roll in slow motion, don't they? It's like a roll, and you're like, oh God, it's starting to go. I can't stand here on Bromley High Street and do a fucking hoik. So I felt the first roll. I was like, oh God. Carried on. Then I felt the second roll of the pants. I was like, oh my God. Basically, the pants ended up like on my thighs, yeah. So they've gone. I'm like trying to keep up with the walkers, thinking, fucking hell. Then you feel the slow-mo, the tight does the first roll, and now you're like, oh shit.
I'm about to lose.
So
everything.
Then I started to do what I call is the wrist pull. You know, where you're walking along and you sort of wiggle.
I've done
as
that.
you put your wrists on your hips, and as you walk, you wiggle your bum, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I can get these. Yep, I've got a good traction." And then the whole process just starts again. Yeah. You feel that first slow-mo roll, and you're like, "Oh, there go the tights." Honestly, and that night I was like, right, before I wear this dress again, I cannot wear this dress again.
No.
Unless I can put a legging under it.
Yeah.
Or I get myself some snag tights.
Yeah. I'm going to invest in snag tights.
Get yourself some snags.
I'm not buying any more shit tights. I'd rather spend 50 quid on a pair of snag tights than spend a tenner from Marks and Spencer's or New Look or wherever else they are, because those are shite.
Well, look, this is the penultimate episode done.
Yes, done.
There's loads of ways that you can get in touch with Ange and I. You can find us both on Instagram. I'm at Ruth Corden. Ange is at Ange Corden.
You can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Or you can send us an email, findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. Ange and I will be back next week helping you to find more of the funny.
Hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. You know, a lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention two of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.